Hello, preschool friends. I hope you're all doing well. We are still in the month of April, so we are still going to be talking about outer space. And today we are going to read from the Usborne Big Book of Stars and Planets. This is written by Emily Bone, illustrated by Fabiano Forian, and designed by Stephen Wright. Our space expert is Stuart Atkinson. What an awesome picture. This is our planet. We live on planet Earth, a huge round lump of rock floating in space. You will see that? A layer of gases called the atmosphere gives us air to breathe and makes sure we don't get too cold or too hot. Earth is very wet. It's a wet planet. Huge seas and oceans cover almost 3/4 of the Earth's surface. A quarter is 1/4, so almost 3/4 of our Earth is covered by water. The green and brown shapes are land, and these white swirls are clouds. Rain falls from clouds, which makes our plants grow. Over 7 billion people live on Earth, and the lights from the big cities can be seen from space. Wow. There are thousands of man-made things in space. Satellites and spacecrafts that fly around the Earth and gather information. The moon is a rocky ball that travels around the Earth, and we can see the moon in our night sky. Weather satellites help to forecast the weather. And Global Positioning System, or a GPS satellite, can create maps and send directions to our phones, computers, and our cars. The light patches are mountain ranges on the moon's surface. Can you see how some parts of it are darker, and then some parts, like where the arrow is pointing, are lighter? Television satellites send television signals all across the world. These are meteors, tiny space rocks that burn up in the Earth's atmosphere. Can you see those meteors going right toward the Earth? The solar system. The sun is here, this big bright star. The Earth is one of 8 planets that move around a star called the Sun. The Sun and its planets are known as the solar system. A planet's year is the time it takes to go around the Sun, and the Earth's year is 365 days. As well as moving around the Sun, the planets spin too. They go round, they rotate. A day is the time it takes for a planet to spin around once. The Earth's day is just 24 hours. Mercury year is 88 Earth days. And its day is 59 Earth days. So that means Mercury's year their year is only 1.5 days of their time. So their planet spins less than 2 times to make up their whole year. It's a very slow turning planet. So that's Mercury. And this is Venus. And Venus year takes 225 Earth days. And their day takes 243 Earth days. So it travels around the sun faster than it makes a full rotation. Venus is also a slow-moving planet. And Mercury and Venus have 0 moons. Moons are rocky or icy lumps that travel around some of the planets. As we talked about earlier, an Earth year is 365 days, and a day is 23 hours and 56 minutes. And we have 1 moon. You all can see our moon at night when you go to bed, can't you? This is the planet Mars. Mars's year is 687 Earth days, and their day is 24 hours and 30 minutes. So their year is almost twice as long as ours. But their day is almost the same amount of time, just a little bit longer. Their day is just a little bit longer than ours on the planet Mars. All the planets on this page are mostly made of rock. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are mostly made of rock. Asteroids are lumps of rock, metal, or ice that move around in a big group called the asteroid belt. And most of the biggest ones have names. This one is named Ida, and this one is named Eros. The planets on this page are mostly made of gas. This is the planet Jupiter. Jupiter's year is 12 Earth years, and its day is 9 hours and 50 minutes. And Jupiter has 66 moons. That's a lot, friends. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. Saturn's year is 29.5 Earth years, and its day is 10 hours and 14 minutes. And they have 62 moons for the planet Saturn. Gas planets have rings of dust, rock, and ice circling them. See how this one has this? Saturn has these rings, these icy and rocky rings. Saturn's rings are especially wide and impressive. This is Uranus. And Uranus' year lasts 84 Earth days, and its day is 17 hours and 54 minutes. And Uranus has 27 moons. And this is Neptune. Neptune's year is 165 Earth years, and its day is 19 hours and 12 minutes, and Neptune has 14 moons. Dwarf planets are larger than asteroids, but smaller than planets. This is the dwarf planet Pluto. The planets are actually very different sizes. Here you can see how big they are compared to each other. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Wow. And this gives you a better look at the sun and its location and all of the planets as they spread out through our solar system. Sometimes asteroids crash into each other, making them shoot off into space. Do you see all those asteroids? If an asteroid smashes into a planet's surface, it makes a deep hole called a crater on that planet. Let's see if we can hold this better so you can see it. Look at that. Whoa, that creates a crater. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. Its surface is very, very hot, 4 times hotter than boiling water. These lines show the orbits of the planets and the paths they take around the sun. The sun is an extremely hot and very bright ball of gas called a star. It's massive, over 1 million times bigger than Earth. Earth is the only place where we know life exists. It has exactly the right mixture of air, heat, and water for things to live. Earth is where we live. That's our planet. And this, goodness, this is Earth's moon. Scientists use a type of spacecraft called a probe to study things in our solar system. The Venus Express Orbiter probe was sent to find more about Venus. Venus isn't the closest planet to the sun, but it is the hottest planet. It's covered in thick, poisonous clouds that trap the sun's heat. This is the planet Venus. Mars is known as the red planet because it's covered with red dust. Dust storms on Mars can last for months. Over 1,000 Earths could fit inside the planet Jupiter. Jupiter has fine rings of dust going around. Can you guys see those rings right there? Going all the way around? Jupiter's moons are big too. The biggest one is Ganymede, and it is bigger than Mercury. The Great Red Spot is massive. It's a massive storm that's been raging on Jupiter for over 300 years. Most asteroids move around the sun in a big band between Mars and Jupiter. It's called the asteroid belt. Can you see all those asteroids going around, friends? Whoa. Saturn's rings are made from millions of pieces of ice, rock, and dust. Titan is Saturn's biggest moon, and it is covered in thick orange clouds. Comets are lumps of ice, dust, and rock that melt and break up as they fly. Some have a bright tail streaming out behind them. Neptune is an extremely stormy planet. Its winds are 10 times faster than a spinning tornado on Earth. And Uranus spins as if it's been knocked on its side. This might be because a big asteroid crashed into the planet a long time ago. So it's sideways. Triton is Neptune's biggest moon. This is Triton. And the Kuiper Belt is a band of icy rocks. 4 dwarf planets have been discovered here: Makemake, Haumea, Eris, and Pluto. And Titania is Uranus's biggest moon. How fun is that? Well, my friends, this is where I'm going to be ending this video, but I will have another video next, and we will learn all about the sun.